Hi, my name is Penelope Lopez. On July 13th, 2015, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. On September 14th, 2015, I began chemotherapy. As you can see, I always love to have my makeup on point. And I think that just because you're in chemotherapy, you shouldn't have to look any different than you did before. It might take a little bit more effort, but it's clearly possible. So, let us get our makeup on fleek.
Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, October 4th, 2015. It's about 8:45 in the morning, and I'm going to try to go to church today. Now, I know before I wasn't going to go to church because of germs, but I'm bringing a mask and hand sanitizer. So, this morning is going to be about how I get this face to look nice and beat. Yes, I'm going to make this face look beautiful. So, there's a lot I have to do, and so I got extra 45 minutes earlier than I need to be there. Hopefully I'll be enough time. So we'll see how long it takes me to get this done. So as you can see, my hair, this isn't, some people said that looks like it's blonde. Actually what it is, see, get closer. I have a pattern, almost like a henna pattern on my hair, naturally. It's, I have freckles. So I didn't realize that, but my oldest son has freckles and he now has a baldy. So yes, Tyshawn has a baldy. So we look just alike now, I heard. So what I want to do is even out this tone and give my face some tone. One thing you don't ever lose, see the hairline? How that's darker? That's going to always stay darker unless you lighten it up. And I also naturally have darkness under my eyes and right here across my nose. So I'm going to even out my face. So the first thing we're going to do is clean it. Now, I'm going to put this here for a minute. I'm usually not this big person with cleaning. I just use soap and water usually. But because of the chemo and the chemicals in my face, I'm going to step it up a little bit. So I bought these products a while ago, about a couple months back, and I never really wasn't using it every day, but now it comes in handy. These are Mary Kay products. So first I'm going to use the Mary Kay 3-in-1 cleanser, and that's going to clean my face. And then I'm going to, excuse me, that was wrong. First I'm going to use the Mary Kay makeup remover. This is just going to remove any excess makeup. I'll remove it from my head because I did have some foundation up there and on my face with a cotton ball. And then I'm going to use the 3-in-1 cleanser. And then I'm going to use a light moisturizer on my face and on my head. So let me start doing that right now with the cleanser and good old bag of cotton balls from the dollar store. So the cleanser, the makeup remover comes with, it's in a bottle like this kind of bottle with a little top. You just saturate the cotton ball. And I'm just going to go over, I always say try to do like the cross. So I'm going to pick this up so I won't be getting under my nose first. And as you can see, there's still makeup on here even though I bathe already. So that's why using remover is good. Because there's always some stuff that we don't get. We don't capture from washing our face, because we're not really washing our face all hard. And that's just doing my eyes and my nose already. So I'm just going to keep on repeating this process on my forehead, where I started putting a lot more makeup on that day because when I got the shave, because you're going to see it more. There's a clear line in the texture and color, as you can see, of where the hairline is and where my body begins. There are two different colors. Let's just get in here. And I'm kind of putting a little bit of pressure on it as I'm doing it, and I'm going in a circular pattern, like a roof shingle, to get up in there. As you can see, let me just show you. Dip my face and my forehead. See the difference in the color? Maybe if I turn this way, you can see it better. No, right here, I'm sorry. See how they look like they're almost two different colors? This is my freckles, and this is my hairline, the little dark line, and my face just from cleaning it. So I'm gonna now just cleanse my baldy. Make sure I don't have any more stuff left on it. And hopefully this cleanser is good. Yeah, it's lightening it up. And this is from what I had before. So now my face, I think it's clean. I hope so. It was like that little spot in the middle of your eye. I don't know. I think everything just wants to go to your eye. It does that. And you can just clean your face. You're like, oh, didn't I clean my face? Okay, so that's the cleanser. Now we did that. So now I'm just going to use the 3-in-1 cleanser. And it comes out as a cream. And I'm going to make the cross. I'm just going to start massaging this. I like using things on a dry face. Some people do the wet face first. I like the dry because it gets right up in there. So I'm going to go a little bit up higher to clean that line. And as you can see, I'm cleaning that line right here. I'm going to close my eyes, get up in my eyes, and my nose. Okay, I'm going to wash this off and then we'll come back and we'll put on the moisturizer. Okay, so now I'm just drying my face. Just finish putting on, washing off the cleanser. Is my towel cute? I love it. So I use the harder end first, and then I use the softer end. But I like to get all up in there. I probably should be using softer things on my face. It's so rough sometimes. Okay, so now we have a clean face. My head is cleaned. My face is clean, so we know what we're looking at. The eyes. And also you can see my eyebrow. I don't know if you can see my eyebrows have gray in it. We're going to take care of all that with our makeup too. So, I'm going to put a little bit of moisturizer on it now. And that is the Time-Wise Age Fighting Moisturizer. I don't need anything to fight time. I look great. Okay, I have good skin, but I'm going to put some on anyway. I'm going to start healthier habits with my body and my face. This does take a longer time, so, and I'm used to doing things in like 5 minutes. And I'm going to put some moisturizer up on my head too. But I do want a protective barrier because, again, before was before. Chemo does strange things to your body. And we saw how my nail bed had turned black. And it's still a little black in it too, which my oncologist said the chemo means the chemo's leaving my body. So I think also it helps your skin is water. And I will admit that I'm kind of like not healing the water area like I should. But on chemo days, and the days after chemo, I do. So I'm going to get stuff out of my body. But I need to keep that up. So hopefully I'll have a better habit now. So we just take off the excess moisturizer that accumulated on my face that won't go away. Okay. So now I've done that, it's time to get to our basics. So be right back with you. Get our makeup set up. And we're back. Now, as you can see, I started setting up my makeup. So we already did the Mary Kay. And now these are going to be the things I'm going to use. Usually I don't use rubber brushes, but now I'm going to try to be a little bit more precise. I usually use my finger, my little stubby fingers. So here we have a couple different colors you'll notice of my foundation. So I use a couple different ones, different colors, because my face is not even. Sorry about that. My face is not even everywhere. So where this one is, I believe, a C8, and this is a C8, as you can see. That is a C8 of L'Oreal True Match. And they have a lot of colors for black skin, which I love about them. This one is more of a wetter, this is called Tawny Tan. And this is a wet, this goes on wet. This other one's powdery. This is powdery. And this is wet. And this is in between as well. So I use a couple different ones for different spots to see how I can get it blended in, because my face is different colors. I also have, for my concealer, I use this, which is another Mary Kay product. right here. Let me put it down so that the autofocus, you can see it better. So that's the Mary Kay product. And then I have my eyeshadows that I'm using right now until I learn how to use the mineral oils and my lipsticks. Now, what's interesting, these eyeshadows I got from my hair supply store, and it's called Nicka K. Now, I know people might be like, Nicka K, but these actually are thick and they stay on. This is when you see my face, you say it looks nice. I'm using this product. So that's that. So let's get started. Okay, it's 9:02 a.m. I want to see how long it takes me to do this makeup now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by I'm going to put my cap on. And the reason I put my cap on, I want to keep the hairline separated because I got to do something different. So I'm going to go right to the edge of where my hairline is. It would have been better if this was a bit more like a scully with a solid end, but we'll just do our best with what we got. So I'm going to start off with my L'Oreal True Match. This is my regular one I've always used prior to anything else. And then also I learned that your complexion during the summer, in the winter, I'm going right into my eyebrows. As you see, I'm putting it on right in the eyebrows. Don't worry about it. Your eyebrows will bounce back. So I go right in my eye. Go right in your eye. Okay? Go right in your eye. Up in the crease of your eye. Another thing that when you go up in your eyebrow is that if you have gray in your hairs like I do, what happens is it will remove the gray. So at least, or make them less noticeable. And you can finish out anything else with the gray by using a pencil. Now, I don't know how to use a pencil yet. I'm going to be going to an upcoming Look Good, Feel Better, and I will be bringing you back information I learned from that. So right now I'm just going to try to go in the path of my eyelashes. When I want to go against them, I'm getting it in. Then when I want to finish out, I smooth it in. So right now that's my first pass using the True Match L'Oreal. So let me just see that. So as you can see, my face is now looking more blended. Okay. Getting closer so you can see. Now, but it's still not the color that I'm going to want for my eyes and everything else. So I use the Mary Kay, and this is the concealer. And I put mine, I know people put this on their brush. I don't have time. Now this dries pretty quickly. So since it dries pretty quickly, you got to work quick. So I put it on my eye. I'm going to just do this with my finger. My finger is just so much easier. But I'm going to go under my eye too. So I want you to go in your lash and in your eye. And it's okay to go in your eyebrow because it's all blended. You're going to blend it. Use your finger or your brush. I probably should use my brush. The only thing is when you don't use your brush, your eyelash gets lighter. So that means I got to darken that eyelash because you don't want to look like you're missing eyelashes. But I'm going to soon be putting on eyelashes as well. So that will be done. So my eyebrow is a little bit too light right now, but I could darken everything up. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other eye. And try not to get my eyebrow this time. Put it on both. I'm just going to rub it in a little bit above. Now this eyebrow here is a little bit more fuller than the other one. I mean, if you have symmetrical eyebrows, then more power to you. I don't. So we'll hit the mascara up later. Now what we need to do is focus on the big part. So right now, my face is, I have the makeup on. I'm more blended, an even tone. I'm going to put a little bit more on my nose. Because my nose is a problem area where I have that little line. And what happens is when it's darker and you put your other mask, your other base, or your foundation on, it just kind of, wherever it's dark, it kind of settles in it. So I'm just going to put some on to blend my nose in the area around my nose. And my eyes just blended. So you should look gaunt when you finish, unless that's the look that you want to go with. I like looking like that. So I'm also going to put some up on my forehead because as you can see, this area here is darker. Let me bring it closer so you can see. This area is darker than the rest of my head. So I'm going to go downward. I really want to go upward, but I don't want to get into where my baldy is yet. But we're going to use that too. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to spread it out and even my face. So now this part of my face that was darker is now blended with the lighter part of my face. Okay? Okay, so now I should be even. Hey, I'm getting there already, right? That was for the selfie. Okay, now when we take this off, you're gonna see a difference. So when I take this off, see? Can you tell? So what I need to do now is blend. I'm gonna have to blend this. So what I would do, I have this new one that's more like a paste. Let me try. You know, it's all about trial and error. So yeah, this is good. This is nice and light. So this one's a pasty one, the pasty one I told you about. So right now, really what you want to do is just, you don't really care too much about what the baldy part on top of your head because no one's really going to be on top of your head. So I just want to just I'm putting it on the edge, as you can see. And let me try to bring this in so you can really see closely what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm doing is just I have short arms, and I know I could have been doing this a little bit closer, but I have short arms, and I can't reach like that and hold it, okay? That's something you got to talk to God about. He made me like that. So, as you can see, I'm blending it, and I'm making myself look smoother for a more even look. So I'm just going to repeat that process again, and that way, that line won't be as, so I'm just kind of going down that line of my hairline to get rid of that dark ring. So that my face and my head blend as one. And I can go again over the rest of my head, but I'm not, because I'll just pull it back. And then also, the more that you do your makeup, it takes away from looking at that. And I can always go back to that area. Okay, so now it is time to put on some makeup. So your standard black, I have black and I have brown. Twist up is the best. Do not get the hard one if you don't have to. Because this is harder on your skin, just for me. I like the soft kind. So standard black, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to lightly, what I do is, I like to go against, I'm going to go against the eyebrow. So I'm just getting the black in the places that I need it. That's it. Go against. So I'm going to go to the right on my left one and to the left on my right one. And that little piece right there. Just keep going. See, I don't want to press hard because then you get that dark Groucho Marx look. And so then once that's done, what you do is use your handy dandy, which I haven't been using, eye brush, and just upward motion and over, upward and over. Okay? So do that. So now I filled in my eyebrows. Now, I'm just going to take my standard black again. Sorry, that's not the black. That was brown. My standard black. I'm going to go on my eyebrows. I mean, eyeline. For my eyeliner. Sorry about that. I think you women know how to put on eyeliner. And I can't do eyeliner and hold the phone. But I like mine on thick. Some women like theirs on thin. I like mine thick for a more dramatic look. There's mine, my first one. Selfie. I'm going to repeat the other eye. And again, your eyeliner should go from all the way up as far into your eye as you can get, all the way to your out. So now you'll see I've both done. I'm not good with this quick recording, I'm sorry. But there you go. So both of my eyes, oh, you can help me for the eyes. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to decide what makeup to put on today for eyeshadow. So I do a lot of pink. Plus, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I want to wear pink. Usually, I go with this gold, this beigey, goldy looking copper one, and then I use my 3 different pinks. But today, I'm going to try a more, I'm going to try this one. I just found this one. It's more like a beige. I'm going to try that. Because you always want like a base color. So, I know I'm supposed to be using my brushes, right? But I'm not a brush person. But I gave you the brushes just to let you see them, just to let you see I have them. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to put it on. And I go right up to the top of my eye. This is going to be your base. Don't get in your eyebrows or you're going to do your eyebrows over again, which is not a problem. It's 2 seconds, but why not? And go all the way into your eye crease, okay? So right now, let's clean that up. Now I might have to use a brush at that little spot right there, you see, that I can't get into. And so I'm just going to use the brush and get in that little spot right there. Yeah, brush is kind of nice. Maybe I will. At least for the top part. So now I have that. It's like shimmery. I want it to be a little shimmery today. Shimmery. So I'm going to repeat that for the other eye. And I'm probably going to put a little bit more on because I like bold statements. And again, it goes with your personality, what you want to rock. Like I have people say, oh, you should, you know, I had one friend of mine tell me I should blend my makeup in more. And, you know, I like the look I go for, since I don't have a big eye bed, as you can see. Some women have a lot of area to work with for their eye, but their eye goes all the way up here to their lid. As you can see, my lid is quite tiny because I'm little. So I don't have a lot. So I make it work. I got to do a lot of work in a little bit of space. And I know that. So with that, I'm going to put a lot more on my lids. Okay, so this part's done. Let me take a picture with my lids closed. Hope I can get the button. I hope I got it, guys. Oh, I got the picture. Okay, so now we have to look for what our contrast color is going to be. So again, I just use these pinks. I like using this darker one in the crease, but I also see it's repeated in this set. So this set's more full. So I'll use that. And I'm going to use the brush today. So I'm going to use the pink here. I'm going to go, oh, I can put it. Oh, this is so hard with the short arms. But for you, I'll do it. So I'm just going over the crease. So I'll make my line. And once I make my line on both eyes, I can start just going over it a little bit deeper. Because I like, again, bold colors. Okay, so now I'm just going to make that thicker. Because I need to show more of a pow statement with my eyes. And again, it's up to preference. I choose louder, bolder colors. You want to get at the crease so you can see the color change, but I don't have a lot of room, so I can't go up so high. So I want to put a lighter color on top. Now, I did have, again, some people say, well, one person actually, like, why do you put your thing on the top? You look like you're awake. Well, I want to look awake. Why do you want to look asleep? You have makeup on. So now, for the top color, I just use a lighter pink. And sometimes I'll use a white if I have to. So I'm going to use a lighter pink. And I'm almost out of this. So I'm going to, now this, I really should use the brush for because I use my pinky. It's so difficult with just using your pinky. So let me try to find a brush and be politically correct. And all these brushes, I just can't find the one I need. I don't feel like cleaning out anything. Okay, this one looks pretty decent. We'll just clean it out. It would have been nice if I had a smaller one, and I do. I just don't have it right now. So what I'm going to do now is put the light pink on my eye. You see this brush is kind of thick. It's going to make a mess. I'm blowing it because I don't want it to go everywhere, and I want to have control. And I'm just going to put that here. And again, I'm trying not to get my brow. I have to do my brow over again then, which is not a problem. And I'm going to go to my finger. I'm going to start using my finger because it's just so hard. And I did it so perfectly the first time. Look at that. Pow. I guess I'm finger trained. And my fingers are so stubby. They're good for something. And again, you want to go the same length as your eyebrow. You can see it. I'm going to take a picture. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on because again, I like the dramatic effect, but I want to show you how I do the other one. Just putting the base on. So when I see it pop and shine, I know I have it on right. Now here's where some people can blend it. If I want to blend it with a brush, I'll lightly blend it. I don't really like mine blended like that. I like mine clearly defined. Now I'm just going to go over my eyebrow a little bit again because I did hit it while I was doing it. So again, against the green. And I want to get rid of that gray. And then put it back. And against the grain. And then put it back. Okay. So now, I'm getting there, right? Okay. Last step. Lipstick. Lipstick is so important. But you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of, I'm going to try to find some mascara. I usually don't even have mascara, only because my eye, I did make it a little dark, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I just have like a dollar store mascara that I use, so just making sure it's a little clean, because I used to use it for my hair, when I had hair, to cover up the grays, so I'm just going to lightly just go on that part. I just cover up the grays on my hair, and I know you should really have your eye open, but I hate like I'm coming next to my eye. And I'm going to poke myself. But it will elongate them. And so I'm just curling it. Trying to get those individual ones to come out. Okay, took care of that. So that's done. So now we get to my favorite part. I love lipstick now. And I never would try before bold colors, but when I started trying them, people liked them on me. So I was like, okay. So I'm going to first put on, it doesn't really matter which way you do it, but since I know the other one's shimmery, I'm going to put on this flat pink. And let's go on over my lips as close to my lip line as possible without going on it, over it. So right now, It's flat, right? Now I'm going to shimmer it. That's too flat for me. I need it to pop. So I have this lipstick. It's like a shimmery pink. So this one is your shimmery. It's moisturizing, and it makes your lipstick pop. I want to be bold and try red, and orange, and black, and purple. We'll see. So, shimmery, done. Is my face beat or nah? Sticking to selfies. Cow. Boom. Okay, guys, it's time to get dressed. See you when I get dressed. My time is 9:23, so I started at 9:02, so it took me 21 minutes to put my makeup on. Forgot to put that part on there. See you when I get dressed.